Hello, my crafty friends. How is everyone doing today? So glad you're here. I'm Sheree. My channel is Turquoise Dreaming, and today I have a few journals to show you. So, or maybe you don't know. If you don't know, I'm moving my craft room from downstairs to upstairs, and I've been showing you kind of like some little organizing and sorting videos, plus updates on what I've moved up and where I put it, and how things are going, because it's taken some time, because I didn't want to just bring everything up here and throw it in here and then have to go through it. So I'm kind of going through it as I bring it up and making sure where I want to put it. So I have a method to my madness. It's working pretty good for me. So today I brought up the journals that I have in my shop at the moment. So I wanted to share those real quick with you, just in case you need one for yourself or a gift. It's gift giving season is coming up. And so if you need one to put away for a gift, this is a good time to grab one from my shop. So I only have about, I think, six or seven. One, two, three, four. I think six. This is just six to show you. Now I have other journals in my shop that I've listed recently, like a couple Halloween, and I did my crafty date with the book. I have some of those, and I think everything. Oh, I have a couple little fall journals I just listed. So the ones I just listed within the last month, I would say, are not included here, but these have been in there for a few months. So I just wanted to go over them with you before I put them away into I just moved my storage cabinet up here where I have things that it's listed. So I thought I'd show you these real quick. So I have this one. These are all really super cute. This is a little golden book where I turn the spine in and the two signatures are sewn in. It's this really cute robot book, A Spaceship Adventure for Robots. If you're into kind of a vintage robot look, I think these little robots are so cute. That's why I made a journal out of this. And this is a Disney book, a little golden book. Here's the back of this one. I have this really fun kind of fabric on the back here, and some rickrack on the front and the back that matches the words here that say black hole. So, A Spaceship Adventure for Robots. I don't know if I already said that. And I have little eyelets here for the closure ribbon. And again, the light blue to match the light blue going on here with the title and everything of the book. So it's a little double ribbon. And then I'm not going to do like a detail flip through. I'm just going to show you kind of. It's got I used some paper in here that has kind of a mid-century modern look, because that's the look of the robots. I thought they looked very, I could picture these robots being like mid-century modern, which is actually probably a 70s book, but they just look like older robots, that you would see back in the day, probably before a lot of us were even born, but, that's the point is they're really cool. So there's some cool stuff in here. Here's a neat pocket. This is a review for me because I don't remember now what I've put in here, since it's been a few months since I looked at this. But there's lots of vintage things in here. I see things that I made out of scrapbook paper kits, and an old, what is this, a little booklet I made out of old photo cover. Yeah, that's cool. Little decorations from the scrapbook paper I used. You can see the colors in here. All kinds of fun things in here. Here's some of that mid-century look. Scrapbook paper. Lots of blues for the blues. A little flip up here that's made out of scrapbook paper. More little notebooks and journaling cards. Yeah, so there's two signatures, like I said. Lots of room to do whatever somebody might want to do in here. So yeah, there's lots of cool things in here. There's a little cluster. The pages from the book are in here. Yeah, this book was in good shape. Here's a little bingo card back here. So yeah, that's that one, the robot. That's number, just the first one I'm showing you. So number one. And I've got a goodie pack here that, let me get these together so I can tie them. Yeah, it just ties up like this. And These are, you know, like if you wanted to put another ribbon on here or some other kind of tie, you always could with this type of thing. You can untie it or do whatever, you know, make it your own. But that's the robot one. Let me grab a couple more here. Here's a nice vintagey one, an old book, Good Times Together. Very old book here, 2 signatures. There's the back. I have, this is upholstery fabric or an upholstery sample. You can see my signatures there. Same, well, no, this is a different type of, same type of closure, but this one, the ribbon is run through the book. It looks like, yeah, it's run under here. Sometimes they do that. It's run under, so it's all under and it comes out the sides. Here's that same upholstery. Here's a little goodie pack with this one. And look, this is a beautiful page I cut out, fussy cut this little boy out of, I think that's a, oh, it's from a little golden book, that little fussy cut boy there. And we've got pockets and all kind of vintage pages and coffee dye pages, little decorations here and there, but plenty of room for someone. There's a cluster here, really pretty. Lots of vintage coloring book page, and there's vintage pages, coffee dyed pages, just lots of room and nice vintagey look for someone that would like that. Here's a little pocket that flips out, flips down. Lots of lines, and here's an envelope that's decorated with or covered with a napkin and sewn around. This is just some goodies here, vintage goodies. There's a pretty little decoration here on this signature, starting cover. Writing spot on a pocket there, like a little label. Coffee dyed music, a belly band. Got all the things, all the fun things. Envelope there that's removable, probably something inside. Lots of interesting and different, wide variety of papers in here for your journaling fun and crafting. You know, you can glue on them, you can write on them, you can do whatever you want on them. Make little collages or just, you know, glue down some ephemera, make a design, just glue in your memorabilia, your tickets, things you want to keep. There's a little inchy there, see. So this little ribbon just ties over here to the side. Oh, let me put here's the goodie bag for this one. I'm just going to stick it back in here. It's in a Ziploc bag, all protected. So, yeah, just before I put these away, I wanted to run through these real quick with you. That's the second one. And then, I kind of want to refresh my own memory too, what I have available. You never know. If somebody asks me, I'll know. This one is a Golden Book Encyclopedia, and I made this in glue book fashion, but it can be, you know, this type of journal or glue book can be a journal glue book. You know, that's how I make my glue books. They can go any way you want. You've got some pretty colorful, like with the same colors as the book, and then a little fabric ribbon here as trim, and here as trim, and then just left lots of room for, you know, glue book, like I said, glue book style, so lots of room for you to glue in. Even these, I left these pretty golden yellow front and back papers here for someone to do something with if you want to glue in a pocket, labels, and here's all the pockets. Here, everything's been put into the cellophane bag that comes along with this, and the pages have been left ready for you to do whatever you want. There's braille paper, a little pocket there, encyclopedia paper, lots of blank or text, you know, just paper, you know, wallpaper, all types of papers that, you know, like the brown paper, and this is Atlas index paper, pages, some tie-dye paper, just so many. Here's more Atlas, just so many papers for you to be able to do what you want. And then the goodie pack has a lot, like everything that I would normally put in a book or a journal, I put in here. So lots of things for you to work with here. And there's some wrapping paper I see in different cardstock and papers and little sewn together strips. There's some ruffles that you can put in and other little fabric pieces and just all kinds of things in here. So I see a coffee dyed doily in there. So that's number 3. 3 more. Quick, we'll get through them quick just so I can see what's what. This was a blank journal. I had made a few blank journals. I think this is the last one. And this is a little Disney Mickey Mouse one. Got some of my sewn together strips, and even though it's a blank journal, I still, with each blank journal, I included a little coin envelope with a few like things in it that you could put. Now this one has some, I see, I punched out some whale tail tabs for you. And there's a little tag there, a little piece of ephemera from the Disney. They're all like Disney related, it looks like. So fun things there, and plus you get the coin envelope. And then here's a little blank, and these 2 sewn together strips come with it too. They're Disney related, it looks like. And you got a little paper clip here made from a match game that was had the Mickey Mouse shaped, or Mickey, see the Mickey shaped pieces. So I made that into a little dangle. Oh, here's another one of these. There's 3 of those. And you see the journal with the cover. This, I think this is supposed to be flowers on here, but it looked like Mickey Mouse's to me. So I used this fabric on the spine. There's the back. This book was, of course, in very good shape, so pretty much like new. Oh, here's extra pages I put in here, too. So you got, like, really, I mean, you can fussy cut the, you know, do whatever. I left this because this was so cute, of course, the front and back cover. I'm sure I didn't cover any of that up, but here's the pages in here. Like I said, this was a blank. I had made a few. I don't remember how many I made, but a few. There was some things tucked in here too. There's a piece there that I made that into a little tag. And there's some tickets here. Drawing cards. Lots of. Oh, this is a Franken page. Little cut aparts. Envelope. Got some things in there. Oh, there's some fussy cuts in there that I did. This is cardstock pieces that you can use. Yeah, this is a nice little blank journal. These were priced a little lower since, you know, there were blank journals. Oh, here's some more fussy cuts in here. Those are really nice. These are fun to glue down. And you can see I did a really good job on that, if I do say so myself, on the fussy cuts. I kind of really enjoyed doing these because they came out so cute and so nice. They're like, and they're from book pages. There's no digitals in my journals, so those are not printed. Those are actual from a book, probably from this book. But yeah, lots of fun things. There's some more paper there. There's that little game piece, match game. This is some really beautiful. This is some of my Easter egg dyed paper here, so you can see. These would make a great. Here's a little paper bag in here with lots of goodies in there. Little tickets clipped on there. This is a Franken page here in the middle of this back second signature. So yeah, lots of fun things in there. And more things, stickers, and in that half of the paper bag, some more. Something there, little piece. There's some more pieces. So lots of things to craft with. Even though this is a blank journal, it's not very blank. I put a lot of things in there, I see. Yeah, I remember, it's bringing back memories now. I had trouble making them blank. I just put things in there, even though I said they were blank, I still put a lot of things in inside. So they're not blank. They're as blank as I could get, I guess. And then this is a loose ribbon here. You can just tie it around or whatever you want to do. Use it for tags if you didn't want to tie it around. But that was what was that, number 5? And I think I have one, no, I have 2 more. I guess that was number 4, maybe. Let me grab the other 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was number 4. Okay, here's number 5. This one I really enjoyed making because, it has a pretty tassel. Beautiful tassel here. all kinds of ribbons and rickrack and fluffy, this little fluffy kind of chenille yarn. And I really made this because it was inspired by this scrapbook paper right here. It has a pink and white gingham background with the fruit. I just thought that was so pretty. And then this looked like a tablecloth, this green and white fabric. It's kind of really thick, like, I don't know if it was meant to be for curtains or a tablecloth, but yeah, it's really nice thick fabric, kind of like upholstery. 2 signatures. You got that red rickrack too on the front and back. Enjoy the now. If you need have someone that needs a little, oh, the tassel's held on by a ball chain too through a little eyelet. And I've got looks like I have a fun closure here. 2 bigger eyelets, these red eyelets, and the string is run through there, and you just untie it and open it up. And yeah, if you need somebody that needs a bright spot in their life, a little happy journal, this would be it. It was made during the summer, so you can see it's summery, but lots of fun things in here, colorful. Here's the goodie pack. Oh, I included some extra stickers. Oh, these are fruity. Oh, these are cute. Yeah, see, lots of fun, pretty, happy pages in here. This has got the pom-pom. I see you put 2 pom-pom trims in each signature. It looks like the front and back, you know, covers of the signature. But just real quick, happy days. Here's a pocket here. Yeah, this is a fun one. There's a coloring book page. There's some more trim there. There's some trim here. Here's the other pocket. Lots of fun, pretty pages in here, really. Yeah, this scrapbook paper really inspired me. Little popcorn drilling card. It's lots of fun in here. Little inchy there. Ice cream. All you need is ice cream to make your day. Rickrack on the pocket there. Things clipped in. Little fun pages. This piano book paper. Popcorn bag. Goodies. Ladybug page. That's the center of the. There's little charms on the strings. There's an apple and a little drink. The front string had, what did that one have on it? Pineapple and cherries charm. Those are little metal charms. And then back to the second signature. This is a fun belly band here. There's a couple things there, under there. Like I said, this is not a detail flip through, just a little review. But there's lots of stuff in the pockets and clipped in here. Lots of fun, happy things. So yeah, that is in my shop. And then when you want to close it, you just put these back through the little hole. It's one of those eyelets that are kind of like a little bit bigger and colorful, and then it's got kind of a good sized hole in it there, as you can see, and you just put this through there and tie it. This is an elastic string, so you can pull it as tight or loose as you want. I'm just going to tie it like this for right now. I think that's how I had it tied anyway. But yeah, that one, and that's last one is this pretty, oh, this is a really cute little journal, Child's Book of Prayers. Has this cute little boy on the front with the flowers and the butterfly. Here's the tassel, lots of beads and buttons and charms on there. It is just a paper clip holding it on, so it's removable. It's on a bulb pin too, on a paper clip. 2 signatures. You've got the rickrack there too on the front and back. This was a page in the book, and I guess I think I didn't like the original back of the book cover, so I used actually a page from the book. And let me open it up here. Let's see, this is, oh, it's already untied. And then I've got, so you can see this black kind of sheer ruffles there. This is the goodies, and I'll show you that in a second, because I've got all the pages that I didn't use, all the pieces of this book. I've got, let me get this situated here. I've got in this paper bag here all the extra pages. It was a board book. I've got them all in here. So yeah, you open this up. So this could be any kind of journal you want. It is called A Child's Book of Prayer. So if you wanted it to be a prayer journal, it could. It could be a little gratitude journal, or just a writing journal, or memories, gluing in your pictures. But it's just a pretty, as you can see, a pretty little journal with lots of pretty colors and fun things. This is a wide, long fold out there. You could always cut this down if you wanted to and use some of the pieces. A little charm right there, key tag. A divider page here. Oh, here's a page with, I have a folder, little folder glued on there. Okay. Like I said, I have to bring back my memory too to what I did. A pretty little flower right there. Butterflies and pretty colors. This is rice paper. And little pieces all kind of tucked in and clipped in. Here's a second signature. Here's some paper. Oh, this is a page from a book that looks like handmade paper. It's got little fibers in it. Lots of pockets and double pocket here. Stationery. Like I said, no printables. Just all original things that I've picked up from thrift stores, and then some scrapbook paper. I always kind of include some kind of scrapbook paper. But as I was moving my scrapbook paper, here's a belly band. Up here to my craft room upstairs, I found a lot that I've picked up at thrift stores, and it's almost like more than I thought I had as far as what I had from thrift stores. I was like, wow, all of this came from a thrift store, all of this scrapbook paper. Even though I've bought a lot new, I've also bought, look at that. That's a beautiful kind of applique butterfly there. There's the Lord's Prayer at the end. So nice little journal there. That was, I just thought that was a beautiful book. I found this book at, all the books I get at thrift stores. So, and when I see them at the thrift store, I just, can picture them as a journal. So this one, when I found it, I just thought it would be the cutest little journal. And I think it really is. And, yeah, the tassel has, I think I already said charms and buttons and wood beads and all kinds of, there's a little butterfly on there. Anyway, in here, I just wanted to show you real quick. There's little things in here, too. Little, papery bits and things. But I wanted to show you that all the, or remind you that, well, besides there's quite a few things in there, which I'm not going to take them all out, but I wanted to show you that all the pages from the book that I didn't use are all in there. So you can make other journals with these, or, do what you will with them, but they're all included. So quite a bit in that goodie pack. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the review of those 6 journals. Now I'm going to put them away until someone needs them and wants to give them a new home. And stay tuned for other updates on my craft room as I sort through things and bring the rest of the things up. I'm getting there, but there's still, quite a few trips up and down the stairs that I got to make. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying everything, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.